Hey Brisbane! We've released the 2023 to 2031 housing element. In this video, we'll explain what the housing element is and why it matters, provide an overview of each chapter, and show you how to stay informed in the process. First, what is the housing element? The housing element is a chapter of the general plan that outlines a community's goals for providing for housing that meets the needs of all members of the community and the plans and policies the community has adopted to achieve those goals. While cities don't build housing themselves, they do create the rules that affect where housing can be built, how much, and how it gets approved. California law requires all cities and counties to have a plan for how they will meet the housing needs of everyone in the community. The City of Brisbane's housing element ensures that there will be enough capacity to meet the projected need over the next decade. Now let's take a trip through the housing element roadmap for a brief overview of each chapter of the housing element. Chapter 1, Introduction, explains what a housing element is, its basis in state law, and the housing policy goals the city intends to accomplish through the housing element for the current housing element cycle from 2023 to 2031. Chapter 2, Community Characteristics and Housing Needs, is full of data, and more data. This chapter provides detailed information on the city's demographics to answer important questions of who lives in Brisbane and what different housing needs do different households have. Chapter 3, Resources and Opportunities, discusses the city's housing resources, like existing affordable housing units, local programs that help low-income homeowners maintain their homes, anti-displacement resources that help renters and homeowners stay in Brisbane, and other existing programs related to housing. Most importantly, it provides a detailed inventory of all properties in the city that are zoned for residential development or plan to be zoned for residential development, like the Baylands, which is undergoing a specific planning process right now. Chapter 4, Constraints, takes a close look at the challenges to developing new housing, particularly housing that is affordable to low-income households. These include challenges posed by city, state, or federal regulations, as well as challenges from outside government control, like hazardous site conditions, the cost of construction, and affordable housing financing. Evaluating these challenges helps the city tailor its housing policies to address and overcome these challenges. If the previous chapters are considered appetizers, Chapter 5 is the main entree of the housing element. Building on the analysis and data in Chapters 2, 3, and 4, the housing plan contains the city's goals for the 2023 to 2031 housing element cycle and the policies and programs or direct actions the city commits to taking to achieve those goals. This chapter also describes the number of affordable housing units the city realistically expects to be constructed and preserved during the 2023 to 2031 housing element cycle. Chapter 6, Appendices, contains technical information that support the housing element, as well as the city's Fair Housing Assessment and Fair Housing Action Plan that evaluates housing equity issues, like racial, ethnic, and income discrimination in housing, and how the city can combat them. Thanks for following along on the housing element roadmap. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at City of Brisbane CA and Facebook at facebook.com/Brisbane94005.